Welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider for one more thing to do with the Croft Manor DLC. Ooh, this looks great. I've been in quite a few different variations of the Manor, the Croft Manor, in various games. The Tomb Raider originals usually have that as a tutorial area.
Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor.
What?
You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate.
Oof.
I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe.
So is my objective to get into the safe? Obviously I won't have the code, right? Yeah, it's locked.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Aha, okay, so that is the big quest, get into the safe. And we look around a lot. Oh, like movie rolls? What's... Oh god, she's stuck on the door.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL.
Wow.
Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
University of Oxford. Richard James Croft satisfied the examiners in the final honor School of Classical Archaeology. Okay. I was thought maybe behind the picture and behind the frame there would be a key or code or something. Maybe. Maybe that's too Resident Evil-esque.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly.
Okay.
But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Oh, he had a crush. Is that Lara's mom? I always knew that my parents met at Oxford. Oh, okay, that is the mom, but never the circumstances, just like Dad to argue mythology as a way to flirt.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
What's that photo?
My birthday crown.
Oh,
I was so proud of that thing.
I like the dinosaur plushie behind you.
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
I mean, she sounds a bit different in this DLC, or is that just me? Maybe it's my headphones. Okay, there's a map. Or something. Yeah, I think that's a map. Syria.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Ah, yeah, so I think I read that this plays after the time we were in Syria, where we found the actual tomb, and then before we went to Siberia. God, they sound so similar. Syria, Siberia. But yeah, I think that's in between those two events. Oh, there's another little cabinet there. Nothing in here.
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Oh, look at all the little notes he stuck in there. So at this time, we don't know what happened to the mom. I hope we will find out in Shadow then, or in this DLC.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas.
Oh, the brother?
Of course they don't approve.
Or uncle?
To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
So she introduces the man to her parents, and then she realizes she's falling in love with him?
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be. Oh, what's this? A mask?
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Can't really use that as a mask, right? It's just like decoration more. Because there's no way to see through it. It's solid.
This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Hey, Benny. And a picture of your
A
parents?
picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses.
Yeah.
But the colour was nice.
Is that a nudge to the color of her top she's wearing in the OGs? Because that's pretty much the same color. It's like this teal color. Nice. You know, I've been dying to find a t-shirt, like a tank top that has that color that doesn't look awful. So I could
The door
properly
to the
cosplay her.
library.
It's really hard to find one. Sorry, I was talking over you, love. What did you say?
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Oh, I'm gonna need that one, won't I? Expedition map 1 of 2, Laura's childhood. Find the entrance to the servants' passages using Lara's childhood expedition map. Uh-oh.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this one's locked then. Makes sense. Had to try, though.
Locked. There's got to be another way through.
Okay, so this is gonna be filled with, like, texts and memories and little puzzles. Like a Croft Manor challenge tomb.
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
Then look at it!
Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Holy moly, this looks like it's solid gold and it's huge! So there's like the slidey space, so you press this open. Huh. I kind of want to go explore, but I have a feeling it might be easier if I just stick to the guidance of the game. Oh, is that a heater thing? Heating lamp.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad?
Aww.
Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
Aww, that's so sad. That's really, really sad. I bet your mom did love you. So I know this game, or like this trilogy more like, has a different story for her. I think, God, I don't remember which game it was. I think it was either Legend or Underworld, I think the title was, where you kind of meet the mom, but I think they wanted to rewrite the backstory a little bit, or maybe they are kind of tied together. I'm not really sure, but I have like conflicting memories in my head right now. Maybe the timelines are just different or so. Can I interact with that laptop? Nope. Sir Knight!
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, we won't be borrowing your sword this time.
Why not? Kingdom come deliverance. Let's go.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the Manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
I don't like her uncle very much. He seems like a jerk. It should be her inheritance, right? Whoa.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to
It's
face.
raining inside! Whoa, guys! Guys!
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Oh, a memory, but who was she talking to? I want to see where the kitchen is, where I locked Winston in all the time. In Tomb Raider 2.
Not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Oh, it's blocked off. Bloody hell. Nice paintings, boarded. Everything's boarded up too. Man. Oh, my bike. Oh, what's this?
Hey, Jonah.
Jonah!
Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the Manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for, I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
I don't know how I feel about that deliverance of the voice here. That sounded so bored. Anyone else? I felt like she was literally just reading this off in a very pissed and annoyed manner, tired, not in the mood. Hey, Jonah, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. You know, just like, okay. Like, no emotion. Like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or if the actress just had a bad day.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Maybe the voice actress was just not in the mood for this DLC.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
The flashlight will turn on automatically when entering dark areas. Oh, sweet! Cool. Found something that's probably very useful for the future of exploring this manor.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
So, let me get this straight. Atlas de Mornay is the brother of Lara's mother. And he has control over Croft Manor, which is not really his. He's just the brother-in-law. Like, it's a Croft Manor. So it should be in the name of a Croft, not of a de Mornay. I really don't like how he acts. And then also having a I don't know about the therapist in any way. I mean, I listened to the tapes, but why he sent her to a colleague? He could like rig this whole thing for his favor, you know? In the end, he being the owner of this place and having full control, declaring her unfit in a not good state. I don't like where this is going.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
That's huge. Ouroboros, nice. I see that everywhere. Played Resident Evil 5 and Ouroboros is also very big in there. Okay, I'm pulsing a lot so I'm not missing anything. Is this open? No. Okay. I know we have to go back up. Missing gear. Master key. Ooh. Man, I was really excited to go and check the places with, like, the kitchen and the training area, you know, where you do your tutorials.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
What in the Beauty and the Beast? What are you? Missing gear? Opening this object requires the master key. We need the skeleton key, my friends. What's this?
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here?
What's it say? Stop smoking, love.
Someone has a sense of humor.
Oh, cigarette case and then stop engraving it with stop smoking, love. So Lara's mom, Amelia, just disappeared. Nobody really knows what happened to her, and he then started to date Anna. What's this?
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Very pretty. Okay, so now we came full circle. I think we're done. C for Croft. Okay, let's go through the servants' passage, which I believe is gonna be through here. Survival instincts, thank you. And now I have something to see with as well. So good I went downstairs first, actually.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia?
It's none of your business.
Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Ugh, stupid schmug. I don't like him. Can we kick him somewhere where the sun don't shine? She's like walking down the stairs with a hand like this. Talk to the hand. The head is busy. Oh, oh fuck. Oh.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
My god. I was not prepared for jump scares. My god. Oh.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
So romantic. No, but seriously, they sound genuinely happy. I don't think blue blood or, I don't know, anything should matter. Happiness should matter. That people are getting along well, that they're
I'm not
happy.
surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Very impulsive, huh? Your daddy. Locked, obviously. God damn, it's dark in here. Master key. We need the master key. Holy moly. This place is creepy. There's a shit ton of cobwebs as well, Lara. Okay, we're going in. Why is the music swelling up like this? I saw a rat.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Okay, so we were already in the picture. We, aka Lara. Oh, family name, blah, 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 blah. Okay, why did this just lit up? That is a lot of wine! Whoa, cool.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Yeah, true. Ooh, the red up there. Okay, apparently I have to move this away. Some objects can be moved. I don't run everywhere. Sometimes I walk. I knew there would be something back here.
My lord,
Winston!
I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved.
Oh.
It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found.
Oh,
Call
awesome.
it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Oh. Oh, poor Winston. I remember doing that to him. Me too. Can't believe I was such a little brat. Thank goodness he had such patience with me. Look how, like, he could be so angry and just really be mean about it, but he's so kind. Like, she just
Poor
misses her dad.
Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Yeah. In the
King to Queen 1.
Oh.
I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to king 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
And did you? Did you win, Lara? Well... I love that they added that reference. And the remaster, I don't know how the original is, but the Tomb Raider 2 remaster, you can lock him in the freezer and then he after a while, he actually freezes over. He becomes solid ice. Poor guy. What's this?
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Maybe. I also chose white all the time. I just really like white as a color in general. Do I need gear? Crowbar! Ooh. Okay, so we come back for these, I guess. Unless this one's actually open. No. Okay. I hear you, game. I hear you. Need to find master key, need to find crowbar. Ooh.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
I think a good family wouldn't abandon you just because you chose happiness over their stupid traditions. But that's just me. God, there's a lot to read, isn't there? Okay, wait. Let me pull that out of the way and then stop. And read this. Wait, what's in here? Aha, and then I can... Ah, I see. Okay, wait. Reading this first.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with.
No.
This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the 2 of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
It really was one of the best birthdays I've ever had. Aww. So we move this out of the way so we can move this out of the way now. Haha! Ooh, the sound of success. The hell were we going?
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Oh, me personally, I'm not really into red wine. I like white wine. Okay.
This is it! The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Aww, so cool. It's so sweet that she's also so passionate about the same thing, right? God, how is this house still standing? Oh god. Okay, I guess this is progress, but over here I saw this statue. Or bust. So we kind of have to look around this way too, guys. Anything here? No. What's with that yellow box? Is that a guidance? Oh, yeah, what a maze. Oh, this is a trap? Okay.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Such a shame. Did I turn around? Secret of the past. Use the servant's passage. Okay. I thought this is gonna be another pop-up. Did I take a wrong turn or did I take the right turn? I'm so confused. I wanted to do side stuff exploring, but maybe I actually progressed the main stuff now and this is where I'm supposed to go. Oh, but I found this thing. Okay, cool.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
Aww. So sweet. Okay, I feel like this might be progress now because we're supposed to go out and enter the library. So, and I missed one path at least in this area, so I'm gonna go back. Oh, is this the trap?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Very sweet. That really shows that they cared. But I am a bit sad that Lord Croft chose his expeditions and his research over his daughter. It's a bit sad.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Aww. It's kind of sweet though. Also creepy, but also sweet. Okay, I think now this is just the way back, so I think we got it. Alright, back on track. Let's go up the ladder. I assume that the locker thingy here is also closed, so unless I get the crowbar soon, I won't be able to open this either. So I won't even try. I'm still celebrating that they implemented the freezer thing. Nice.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Ooh, that reminds me of that one show, The British Lords. Downton Abbey? Same thing? 1-3?
There's a missing page.
Am I gonna find the missing page?
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
It was almost over before it started. I always admired Dad's ability to recognize when he was wrong. Well, that's a good trait to have. Recognize when you're wrong and also, you know, say that you were wrong and say sorry to those involved, if necessary. Not everybody can do that. Ooh, library, here we are. Oof.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Search for the combination in the library. Whoa, cool.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Wasn't there something that you can do with the juice of a lemon? Something along those lines? So we need
something to light this.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to heat up the fire to use as a heat source. I don't know what a vellum is. So I'll have to figure that out too.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Okay.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
Aww. Okay, I haven't been in this corner yet. Uh-huh.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Oh, his voice actor seems so familiar. I keep thinking about it and wondering where I know him from.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Maybe. It's funny how you guys say Himalayas. We say Himalayas. Oh, there's the little plushie. Take him. Take him. That's the one. I've literally seen this on a photo with you and your ugly dress.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
You'll have some interesting encounters with them in the future, I may say.
So many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Aww. She sounds so tired of it all.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Dad would never have written down the combination, but it looks like that he left himself clues to remember the numbers. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia. Where's my phone? Let me just take a photo of that so I don't have to open that all the time. The day of our wedding anniversary. Okay.
Got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe.
One out of
Something
two.
else here.
Clues 1 out of 2?
Dad's
empty.
lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. The Croft family crest and initials BC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Benjamin? Maybe? Okay, so with that we could maybe light this up? The fireplace? Press and hold
Okay.
X.
Should be able to light the fireplace now.
Okay, let's do it! As if making a fire would be that easy. Especially in a moldy, wet place like this. Oh, well. Video game logic! Oh, what's this? Okay, we can move up there. Whoa! Can I play music?
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Okay, this is... This is great, but maybe YouTube is gonna get me in trouble for this. Oh no! Nearly had the snake.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off.
Oh no, Sir
Or
Reginald!
didn't I put it back properly?
Where is the hat? Can we open this? Nope. Nope. Missing gear. Okay, master key. Well, I assume I have to somehow get up there, so we move this thing and align it with this little gap up there, I guess. Can I?
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Fell down 2 stories of stairs. Or flights of stairs, I think you say? When I was 11. I never recovered from that either. My shoulder's still messed up. What do I pull it? Ah! Okay, yeah, I think this is how I'm supposed to do it. Let go, let go, let go. Or climb down. Now we move this. And then I can move around the cardboard boxes. Just boxes, Liz. Make it easy for yourself. Nothing in the dark corner. Okay. Scanning for artifacts. Ooh, boxes I can't open. Ah, but there's a paper on it.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
We need to heat it up. 2 of 2.
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key.
Ooh.
We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Yeah.
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Whoosh.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say.
It would be somewhere around here, right? Have I not read this one?
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Did they do it for the fame? I can't really picture that. Wait, so this was in the center fireplace, the desk, and it was on this side, no? Maybe it's higher up? Can I open that again? I would like to see that again, but... Oh, wait, here. I just had to stand in this on this side. Oh, well. Wow!
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Hehe. And let us open the box up there, right? We found the master key, everybody! Press X when
Right.
nearby. Okay.
This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing. I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Yeah, I just wanted to open this and see where this leads. I figured this would be the case. Okay, we go up. And around here, and I think it opens this box right there, right? And this door here. And maybe this is how we get some gear?
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Okay, it's 2 birds looking pretty humanoid to me. I guess that's the one she was referring to, so... we do have to go to the notes, and then... Hieroglyph, this one.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a
5.
number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
So 5, right? Looks like 5. It's a bit more squished in this picture, but that's how I see it. 5. Okay.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Oh, no, but this is a... Stop. I couldn't see properly and I forgot this was here. Okay. Okay, we came out of the library, so we're done with this. Now we're able to access a lot of areas. Locked doors and whatnot. Something on this floor. I remember over there is a chest that we should be able to open now, I think. Let's go get that one. Maybe there's gear inside. Here's to hoping. And we get...
The Croft family crest.
Okay. Am I supposed to put that on a suit of armor? I saw something about suits of armors. Uh-huh. Here's a way.
Worse than I thought.
Wait, is this the West Wing? I don't have a compass, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so this seems very important, that area over there. So we're gonna we're gonna procrastinate a little bit. I want to look downstairs first. It'd be cool if this would be a secret passage. I think there's something like that in the first Resident Evil game. Maybe it's the remaster version. God, there's so many places to go. I want to go everywhere. Oh no, the poor bear. This looks like I could interact with it. The thingy that's glowing in there. Maybe not.
Mistress Lara.
Yes?
I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats.
Treats!
I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Man, Winston is a real one. Such a good egg, isn't he? Ah, cool. For the map you have some markers to point you in the right direction. That's cool. There's a ladder if we ever need one. And this is a dead end, it seems. Wait. Are you sure we can't push this open? Yeah, okay. This is a door. Aha! I didn't see that at first. Sometimes these doors are not really standing out as much. Ah, okay. It's a shortcut to this area. I got it. Okie dokie. And now we're back here. Alright. So all of this is pretty much looped together. Kinda looks like it could be a door. Can I open the main gate with this? Like this? No. Hey, can I light you up? I can. So, I guess we go into the West Wing, my friends. This one, totally overgrown. There's a tree in here. Holy. Kind of breaks my heart to see this building in such a state. What?
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her.
Oh, what'd you
I will
say?
need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Today is the day. I'm here for answers. Okay. Cannot light up this fireplace.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
But he's a douche.
Don't trust him.
Me neither.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Because of your douche uncle.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
It stopped or he wound it up like that. Another bust.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Well. We'll see. Ooh, that's a huge perfume bottle. Old school.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
Lilac and gooseberries. Wrong lady, I guess. Ooh. Is that a photo?
Mum, on her wedding day. She looks so beautiful.
October.
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
Something October.
The
Damn.
anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere.
Maybe on the necklace?
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday.
So I don't think it's gonna be... Unless they married on her birthday.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Okay. Close.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations. Free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Sweet. So she's really excited and seems very happy and free as well from her family obligations. So another 4 days to my birthday. October 13th was her birthday, so October 9th was the wedding. So we have 5 for the birthday and then 9 for the wedding day.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
Guess we do. Yeah, now I can't unhear Avalach in his voice anymore.
At least that old thing still works.
Crowbar? No. Okay. What's this?
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
Maybe.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Well, his legacy definitely lives on with her continuing his research.
Mum's wedding ring.
Whoa.
I always wondered what happened to it.
That is a big gemstone. Or gemstones, actually. Examine to find hidden information, but where?
The inscription is faded.
But it does say something. Something... you? Huh, I don't know. Or maybe it's a different language even. I could imagine they would have something in Latin. Okay. Wait, can I really not interact with anything else in here? I guess so. So we have 2 numbers now, right? Her birthday was the 5th birthday. And the wedding day was October 9th. Did I just see a ghost over there?
Okay, Lara, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
Yeah, I saw a ghost right there by the window. Or some kind of figure.
Atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
Well, there's definitely enough room to keep it that way.
Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
So we're looking for his favorite painting by Amelia, right?
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in.
Oof.
How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice.
See?
I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
Aww. That is really sweet and romantic. Really cool. Good job, Dad. What's this?
I
Picture
don't
frame.
have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
Damn, Mom was a stunner. Oh, cute baby Lara. I mean, not baby, but you know, like very young Lara painting.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
Right? It is kind of hard to realize, like, damn, I was tiny once.
Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
Maybe this journal will tell us.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home.
What?
Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Okay, an abstract with blocks of red.
Blocks of red. Dad's
one.
favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
I mean, there's
Okay,
4
back to
blocks
the
of red.
study to open that safe.
4, right? 4 it is? I don't think we're done here. There's probably more we can discover here in the atelier.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Yeah. Lots of what ifs, huh? Oh, we can go up here? Oh, we can go up here. Cool. Aha. What do we got in here?
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today.
Gallery of Fine Art. Amelia Croft, London Art Gallery.
It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
I don't know.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favourite whiskey tonight.
And a cigar.
It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms. Lara Croft, my darling daughter. It's hard to put into words this feeling I have. We share a connection, something I never expected. A love so powerful and pure. Someday you'll feel it too. No matter where you go or where you find your place in this world, we will always have this connection.
And it says, I still feel that connection to your mom. Aww. Don't make me cry, game. No, 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 no. Okay, we go back to the study.
I still have so much of Mum's work.
And I think we have the 3 numbers now. I just have to remember in which order I have to put them into the save. But I took a
Dad,
photo.
what do you keep in
photo.
there?
Nothing
Picture.
too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
Yeah.
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Let's hope. Okay, let me check out my picture that I took. Lara's expedition treasure.
Okay, found all the clues.
That was
Let's see if
5.
I can figure this out.
Favorite painting was 4. And then the day of our wedding is 9.
That worked.
Hehe. Okay. And?
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe.
Clay imprint of Lara's hand. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Maybe this?
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, and I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate, a test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
How are you gonna bring her back? Also, have they found a body?
Dad, what did you do?
There's more?
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it.
Immortality manuscript by Richard Croft.
Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was
This?
certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that?
One more page. Fingers crossed.
A blank page.
No, go to the fireplace. Take it to the
Dad
fireplace.
must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Fireplace. Library. Okay, YOLO. She has strong ankles. She can handle this.
A hidden message.
Is that the wine cellar again? It is.
What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that too. The final puzzle? Oh no! Already? Solve the mystery of the blank letter. Wait, I've missed things here?
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Lara, Jaffa cakes. Next to William Blake. Jaffa cakes are very popular in the UK, right?
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
So I had not looked at this, okay. So we need to go back to the servant passage. Right? Here. So, and I think if I read this correctly, there must be something here-ish. Can do something with this, but maybe I have to push it? What happened? Oh, I didn't see this. Oh, it corresponds to numbers. Okay, wait. It's a relic again, right?
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
So we have 1, 4, and 2. 1, 4, 2. It did! Whoa!
Damn, locked in.
I have no guns, do I? It's a bit creepy.
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
Underground lab, what is this, umbrella? Did your daddy work for Umbrella? Search Croft's secret vault for clues. Damn, son. Smart guy, though. To keep this all far away from eyes.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this secret vault, but I know I'm being watched. My work is too important and potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands. I need a secure place to keep it all safe.
And this is why there was one page of the blueprints for the electricity was missing, you know? Okay. I first thought this is like blood, something's bloody, but I think it's a broken vase. And this is the blueprint thing?
The missing page from the renovation plans.
Yeah,
They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
I knew it! So, I want to circle around from the outside. Can I move this? Oh no, I'm looking at this.
My love. It is silent. So peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment. Only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become. There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world. I'm scared. Richard, what lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now. I'm holding on as best I can, my love. Become the father Lara deserves. Know that I will live on in her.
Oh man, that's sad. I can't imagine what Dad felt reading this letter from Mom. I can barely read it without bursting into tears. Same. I hope he came to eventually see Amelia and me.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave.
Oh. It must be so sad if you just can't say goodbye to your loved ones and they're so far away. Oh god. So I assume if they found her letter, I guess they also found her body on this mountain. What's this?
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
Our future is to the south. Is that where the door is? And the north is... our past is the big Croft mural?
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor? Amazing.
Ooh.
Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
Huh, he is really a smart egg. A bit paranoid maybe, but also smart.
Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
Yes. Nice. We need that. Crowbar! Need to run around and open the lockers. Crowbar can be used to pry open various objects. Yay! Aha, okay, wait. I think this is gonna leave the area.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Take it with you. Okay, she did pick it up. Good.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you. So did Amelia. And so do we all. Atlas.
Uncle Atlas won't stop until the Croft name is ruined. I have to find a way to get him out of my life. Yes! He is hella toxic, and he needs to go.
This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Wait, oh god, I don't know which one of the games it was. I think it's Tomb Raider 2. Is it? I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, though. I played them all back to back, so for me that felt like one big Tomb Raider game, you know? Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Starting the demolition of the house right now. Oh, we're down here, and this is the first thing I wanted to open. Sweet! And we also have to go back to the wine cellar. The little area with a chessboard.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
Oh, I don't remember writing this. I don't remember being bored in school, though. You too smart, Miss Smarty Pants. We could just run back this way, I guess. To get back to the lockers I was just talking about. Wait, can I open this? No. Okay, here we are. Over there, I already see the lockers. Well, that was anticlimactic. Aha! Success!
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me, only the love and support she deserves.
Oh, he's such a legend. Winston, I'm sorry I locked you in the locker. Man, you deserve better than that. I was also a brat. Poor guy. Okay, I only remember these two lockers and the one we had earlier, so I don't know if there's another one. Maybe in some other rooms? So I thought it has to do with this. But apparently not. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Put it right there. Oh, camera, wee!
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Do we rotate this? Well, yeah, north is this way, okay. Did I not read this?
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and, oh, God, I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby, but it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
This is incredible. Mom was on the verge of fulfilling one of her dreams. Fate can be so cruel. Aww. So I was right, it is this thing? Or... Oh, cool! Ah! Okay. There's something underneath this. Amazing. The family crypt, guys. Oh, spooky. Oh. So, I have a question though. So, this place between Syria and Siberia, where was that flashlight? Where was it? We were running around with these weird lights. Annoying as hell that she would never light. Where was this goddamn flashlight, huh? She even said, when I picked it up, oh, I should bring that with me on my next expedition. Bitch! Where was it? Jesus Christ. Can't believe you've done this, ma'am.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
How is everything so wet and dirty and still this stuff like these recorders are working?
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy. One that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
I hope he got some time though to grieve as well. Like properly grieve. Oh god, this is my... Oh. This is where her mom is put to rest. In memory of our loving husband and father. Okay. Lots of relatives.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
And there's a note. How is this not like crumbled?
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love.
Aww.
It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
Aww. Aww. That was beautiful and sad and emotional. And
What's this? A letter.
Additional relics. Additional relics have become available in the manor. Okay. 2 days later. What? I'm not done with this? And we changed outfits?
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void.
Okay, so fuck
Croft
off.
Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish.
Nice.
If there comes a time when you require assistance in
No.
managing the estate,
I
hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services.
No, thank you.
Sincerely, your uncle.
Go to hell, uncle. Thanks, bye.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Okay. So now I can run around and look for the remaining relics that I missed. Oh god. 6 relics missing, 2 documents missing. I found all the murals though. I think this sums it up pretty nicely. I think this is a good point to stop. I know I haven't 100% completed the region, but I think we've been thorough enough, right? 2 documents and a couple of relics, which, in all honesty, I don't know where to look for. 91% complete. Exactly the percentage that we had with the base game. I was also 91% complete with all the maps in Rise of the Tomb Raider in general. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. Very sad, but also heartwarming, and I love to have a little bit more backstory about the parents. I don't know if that's going to be referenced, built upon for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which we will play soonish. I'm going to squeeze in Black Mesa, the fan-made remake of Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. I will also play. And then we go over to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which, yeah, I feel like they seem to be very close in gameplay style, so I would burn out if I would play them all back to back. I can already say that I'm not gonna try to 100% Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I heard it's even longer than Rise, and Rise was already pretty big, and things were so well hidden. I will do the challenge tombs, I think, unless they're insanely hard to reach or there's like way too many of them. I don't know, but I'm pretty certain I'm not going to try to 100% that game. So it might be more of a main story focus on that one with some extras here and there. The things that I really enjoyed were the challenge tombs, and I don't know if this will have lots of side missions. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, just like Rise. Rise had a few side missions. Tombs I really enjoy. Exploration I enjoy as well, but like just grinding and desperately trying to find every single object when they're so well hidden, and I couldn't find the maps that would point me to the locations of the last survival caches, which if you use the focus mode or survival instinct, you couldn't really see it because they were underground. So without the maps I was kind of screwed, and I feel like I found In bigger regions, I found like multiple maps, and still I was missing 1 or 2 items somewhere, and I was like, "Ah, okay." I even tried to look things up with a guide, but the guides were not really helpful, at least the ones that I looked at, so I don't know. That will happen soon. Shadow of the Tomb Raider soon.